Hey guys, it's Kelly O'Keefe, host of the SCV Connected podcast. Y'all, we have unexpectedly gone dark for the month of May. I did not anticipate this happening, but I have to be honest, and I wanted to give you this important update, which I will go into in just a second. In the meantime, I just have to give thanks for following along with us and sticking around for season 2, but also just keep you updated that we are unexpectedly dark just for the month of May. We will be back in June. We have some phenomenal guests we have already recorded with. They're in the can, they're ready to go. I just didn't think I could do it justice with all the things going on in life. We've been sick, we're planning events, life is happening, kids are busy, and I was being really connected on my phone constantly. And so I needed to put the podcast down. So I apologize for going dark, but we will be back. Like I said, we have some really, really great guests coming up, and I want you to hear them. So after the event is over, I will have time to focus on that. In the meantime, if you would like to be on the podcast yourself, please go ahead and email me, kelly@scvconnected.com, and that's Kelly. Also, if you want to get involved with the project I'm going to let you in on in just a second, go ahead and email me as well, and we will get you connected. There's sponsorship opportunities, volunteer opportunities, participation opportunities, all the things. So as part of life happening, we got really sick, and I was supposed to be a part of this episode for CBTV. Instead of talking to you about the Michael Hoefflin Foundation, I'm just going to go ahead and play this episode. So I just want to shout out SCBTV for partnering with me and allowing me to release this episode, and give a shout out to our neighbor, Holly Cordova. She is just a true gem. She's a former board member for the Michael Hoefflin Foundation. She always speaks at our annual events, and she is just a light. She has been through cancer with her son, and she can speak firsthand on the experience that she's had on both ends as a board member and as a guest of ours. So without further ado, I can keep on rambling forever because, y'all, I love a microphone. Without further ado, we're just going to loop in the interview with SCV TV's Community Corner, and you can hear more from Holly herself. In the meantime, don't forget to stay connected, keep in touch, like, subscribe, and share this episode with friends and family. And hopefully we'll see you out at the walk, May 20th, from 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. Tons of opportunities to join us, so I hope we'll see you there. Come say hi. Talk soon.
Welcome back to SCV TV's Community Corner. The Michael Hoefflin Foundation is an incredible nonprofit that provides services, support, and community for families of children who've been diagnosed with cancer. Their work has impacted countless families and continues to provide much-needed support that allows their child to focus on getting better.
It's such an important nonprofit, and coming up this May, we all have the opportunity to come out and show our support for the Michael Hoefflin Foundation. Their upcoming Walk for Kids with Cancer will raise funds to continue providing support and services for families dealing with pediatric cancer diagnoses. And here to tell us how we can all show our support at the walk is Holly Cordova. Holly, it's great to see you.
Great to see you too. Thank you so much for having me on.
We go back a ways, so I'm so happy that you're here to talk to us about all this stuff. The Michael Hoefflin Foundation event is coming up, the Walk for Kids with Cancer. It's a cornerstone event here in Santa Clarita, but for those who haven't gotten to go yet, give them a little snapshot of what it's like, and also tell us what you have in store for participants this year.
Absolutely. It is a really fun event. We've had it for several years. This year we have it at a new place. It's at the Center on Center Parkway near the Aquatic Center. It's on May 20th. And in addition to having a really fun walk, a 5K, we have a pancake breakfast. There will be a lot of fun activities for the families. There's going to be a jump house, face painting, games for the kids, just a lot of fun all the way around. The whole goal is to have the community come out and have a great time.
It is one of my favorite events, and I know Dave loves getting his face painted. That's
well, you're the one that went excited, but she did say it's for the kids. But
yeah, it's for the kids.
Kids at heart.
We'll set aside a slot for you.
Thank you very much.
Full Spider-Man.
Kids at heart. Yeah.
Full Spider-Man. It is such a great event, but most importantly, it supports the services that the Michael Hoefflin Foundation provides to families. Tell us about those services.
Well, and let me tell you, my son is a cancer survivor, and so the way I first got introduced to the Michael Hoefflin Foundation was when he was in treatment, and they reached out to us, and I can't tell you the amazing services that they provided, and on a huge wide spectrum. One of the great things about Michael Hoefflin Foundation is that they are grassroots, so they can really see what the families need and respond to those needs. Some of the main things that they provide are grocery and gas assistance when a family is dealing with cancer and having to drive to the hospital and drive to clinic visits, tutoring, counseling services, and that's not just for the child, but for the families, the siblings, who often have things that they're dealing with at the same time. We have a scholarship program. My son is now a beneficiary of one of the scholarships. And there are also times when a family just has a very specific need and they can respond to that. So, for instance, if a family needs an accessibility ramp for a wheelchair installed in their house, that can be done. It's an amazing organization. The staff does such an amazing job really learning what the families need and what the community needs in responding to that.
You know, you and I go back because Tyler was on the SCV Today show with me when Tammy and I were doing that show, and he was cooking for us, and it was fantastic.
Yes.
What I want to know, though, because I know the Michael Hoefflin Foundation helped you guys, tell us about why that was so important. As a family receiving that aid and what they did for you, what did that do for you and your family?
It's so many things, but let me tell you, the first time that I learned about Michael Hoefflin was the very first day that Tyler was diagnosed. We were in the hospital, he had been admitted, and a social worker came with a care kit from Michael Hoefflin, and it had all of the things that we didn't know that morning that we were going to need. It had gift cards to the hospital cafeteria. It had shoes. I actually ran out of the house to the emergency room with no shoes on. It actually had a pair of flip-flops in there, just things that we wouldn't have thought about, and a lot of literature for services that we could use. That just really helped me feel from the very beginning that we weren't alone, that we had people that we could lean on. Now, if you ask my son Tyler, the things that he was the most excited about were the family events. They put on a lot of parties, activities that just really brighten the kids' day. You know, there are some times when you don't have a lot of fun in your life, and the foundation always makes sure to inject some fun in the lives of the kids and their siblings, the whole family. So there are a lot of really fun events. And then just having the touchstone, Letty Garcia, who's at the foundation, is constantly reaching out to the families, seeing how they are, and just having that emotional support is invaluable. And then honestly, just, you know, there are times when families, one of the parents has to stop working so that they can take care of the child full time. And there are financial challenges, and having grocery assistance every month, gas assistance every month is something that I just can't tell you how grateful we were.
And all that support must make such a huge difference during such a really hard time. And you can help make an impact and help support the Michael Hoefflin Foundation through Walks for Kids with Cancer. So give us all the details. Where is it? When is it? How can people sign up? And if people just want to support the foundation, how can they do that?
Absolutely. Well, it is a really fun event. I encourage everybody to come out if you can. It is on May 20th. The festivities start really early in the morning, 7 a.m. with a pancake breakfast, but that goes to 11. So if people want to come in a little later, that is fine. The ceremony starts at 9, and that will kick off our walk. And then again, we'll be having games and events after the walk, so you can really make a fun morning of it. As far as how to contribute, you can join a team. We already have, if you go onto mhf.org, you can find the teams that are already formed, and everybody would love to have you join. You can join on your own as an individual walker, or you could form your own team, or just make a donation. If you can't make it and you'd really just like to support, please just consider making a donation on mhf.org. The money goes to such a great cause.
Holly, it's so great to see you. I am so glad you're here to talk about the Michael Hoefflin Foundation. By the way, Tyler is
20 years old now. He's been cancer-free for over 10 years, and he is a college student at University of Washington.
That's
fantastic.
the best news
So good.
of all. Look at
Yes.
their face. Look at her face beaming and thinking about that of Tyler. So we love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for what you're doing with Michael Hoefflin Foundation.
Oh, thank you. And thank you for what you guys do, letting nonprofits come on and share our stories. It's really wonderful.
Always happy to do it. Thank you very much. Please stay with us. We're going to be right back.